is our 70th anniversary here at KELOLAND Media Group.
We have been celebrating all week by looking back on the stories that shaped KELOLAND. And tonight, our trip takes us back to the last decade.
From hail and tornadoes to the Missouri River floods, it was a busy decade in the KELOLAND Live Doppler Storm Center.
And as KELOLAND's Tom Hansen reports, it was also a challenging time for local law enforcement.
On April 12, 2011, a failed prison escape turned deadly. 2 inmates murdered longtime correctional officer Ronald R.J. Johnson, hitting him over the head with a metal pipe and stealing his uniform for disguise. Rodney Burgett and Eric Robert never made it past the prison's west gate and would later be executed for the crime. The Missouri River flooded in 2011 and pushed dams to their limits and threatened homes and communities from Pier to Dakota Dunes.
The inundation maps that the Corps of Engineers has provided show that most residential areas will flood.
As the water flowed south, Governor Dennis Dugard warned people to pack up their belongings and plan for extended evacuations.
Without the ability to return, possibly for as long as 2 months. People
eventually returned to long lines and heavy security.
Looks like a war zone.
To find out if their homes had weathered the flood. In 2013, an ice storm hit Sioux Falls, sending branches and power poles tumbling to the ground.
Sounded like a whole forest coming down at once, like an avalanche. I mean, there was a lot of snap, crackle, and pop, and stuff went everywhere.
I heard a loud, and it went right across my son's swing set and our fence, and everything fell, so it was very scary to watch.
More than half an inch of ice coated just about everything, knocking out power to 53,000 homes and making it difficult to get around. In 2015, the Lincoln County Sheriff's Office responded to 2 shootings. The first was at Sioux Steel in Lenox. In February, an employee opened fire, killing a man and injuring a woman before turning the gun on himself.
Let's go behind me.
In October, the call came from Harrisburg High School. A student walked into the office with a gun and shot and injured the principal before the gun jammed. He was tackled and held until law enforcement arrived. That fall, the investigation into a house fire near Platte also made headlines. Authorities determined Scott Westerhouse shot his entire family, started his house on fire, and then shot himself. It was all an effort to cover up a scandal that siphoned millions of dollars in grant money that was supposed to go to Native American education programs.
The interior and accounted for, and I spoke to the safety officer at the door to deny entry to anybody.
In December of 2016, the Copper Lounge building collapsed in downtown Sioux Falls, killing a construction worker and trapping Emily Fodness under several feet of rubble.
So I'm in here thinking, does anyone know I'm under here? You know, and that was frightening to me.
Emily's mattress fell on top of her, protecting her from the rubble, and her phone was nearby. When it started to ring, she found it and told her mom she was still alive. Eventually, crews uncovered her dog, who led searchers to the spot they needed to dig. After 3 hours, they found her.
I was in shock that, you know, I could see the sky, but then the entire way down, you know, I was so grateful. I wasn't really trying to move, but I just kept going back and forth as they were handing me down, just thanking them.
In May of 2018, the news hit close to home here at KELOLAND News, when longtime anchor and reporter Angela Kennecke lost her oldest daughter, Emily, to fentanyl poisoning.
In recent years, we have brought you many news reports on the opioid crisis. But now, the opioid epidemic has hit home in a tragic and devastating way for me personally.
Angela shared her story in hopes of helping others. She also started Emily's Hope to end the stigma surrounding substance use disorder and to help more people get the treatment they need. On a cold February day in 2019, a 9-year-old girl named Serenity Denard walked away from the Black Hills Children's Home Society near Rockerville. The disappearance led to one of the most expansive searches the state has ever seen. Tips came in from all over the country.
We have 5 investigators that are assigned to this is all they're doing.
Despite those efforts, the search for Serenity continues today.
We're in the area. There's power out all over the place here.
On September 10th, 2019, in a matter of just 5 minutes, 3 EF2 tornadoes touched down in Sioux Falls.
We're getting swamped with calls right now. Station and take shelter.
The storms destroyed businesses and homes.
Here's what's left of our living room.
And just like any storm that hits KELOLAND, the tornadoes tore apart property, but brought people together.
We're safe, things can be replaced, and neighbors are great, so we'll just take it one step at a time. We'll clean up, rebuild, and start over again.
I remember most of those
Yeah,
ones.
incredible.
Well, other big stories of the decade include the new Denny Sanford Premier Center and South Dakota's first female governor.
And you'll want to tune in this weekend for our anniversary special, KELOLAND, Your Home for 70 Years. It's going to air on KELO TV tomorrow night, May 20th at 7 o'clock Central Time.